I saw a castle a little bit further back on the road just now.
A castle?
A castle. We could shelter there. Have you got
From the rain?
From the rain. It's wet. Have you got a newspaper?
Not on my body.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we've not lost it. Ah, perfect. There we go. We've not lost it. These are very famous lines from a film that came out 50 years ago this year. And it's very, very exciting because we have come to Dr. Frank N Furter's mansion. Hey everybody, Matt and
Danielle
back with you. This next to us, not you, here is the River Thames, and we are stopping here this evening right next to the River Thames. Very, very exciting. It's been a lovely sunny day and we've come to a very famous film location. Now, 50 years ago here they filmed the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't know about you, it's up there in one of my all-time favourite films.
Absolutely.
100%. We go, and if it appears at the cinema, we always go and see it, don't we?
We do.
So we're here today. Basically, we have come to Oakley Court. So if I spin round, it is there, just behind us in the distance. And yeah, it's quite exciting. I got quite emotional when I got here. So I'm going to show you some of the locations that remain today. Now there is a difference because 50 years ago this was a ruin essentially that they managed to come and film in. It had rain pouring through the ceiling, they were catching it in buckets, and a lot of the cast got very ill because it was appalling conditions. But I think from about 1979 it was renovated and it is now a hotel. I'll be honest, it's quite posh for us. We were quite, you know, surprised at, like, you know, just have free range of the building and you walk around, which is very nice, but it's like we're so used to slumming it. So this is a nice treat. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can match up from the original film still today. Obviously that difference of 50 years and what the castle was before and after will be very different inside, but outside some very noticeable things. Okay, so now you can see it. It's pretty obvious where we are. So yes, this is Oakley Court in Berkshire. We're actually just next to, very exciting as well, Bray Studios, home of all the famous 1950s, 60s, 70s Hammer horror films. And Oakley Court, though, is saying it's Rocky Horror, it's been used many, many times in productions, including other Hammer horror films, I presume, when they just wanted a mansion. Literally, they pop next door. I think there's a Dracula, there's a Frankenstein been filmed here, the Reptile has been filmed here, just so many other things. But we're going to try and concentrate, I think, today just on Rocky Horror. So in the film, Brad and Janet arrive. The car's broken down, I think, is that right?
Yes.
And that's right, they've got a flat tire. I have seen it, honest. They arrive at the gates, which we're going to go and look at the gates soon, see if it's the same entranceway. Not sure, but we'll have a look. And they come and they're hoping that somebody will be here in the castle. And of course, famously, there's a light over in the Frankenstein place, and we can see exactly which. We can see the light. No, we can see exactly which window Riffraff, played by Richard O'Brien, is sat in, and he's singing from that room. Now, I think it's possible to book to stay in that particular room. We're not in that room today, but I'll show you which one it is. But you'll also notice something very different as well, because they walk this way and see it, and then you presume they walk up to the gates at the front. In actual fact, the entrance where Riffraff comes out and goes, "Hello," is round the other side. we'll show you what's here first. Okay, so the window that Richard looks out of is just on this section here, and he's in there. That's the only window that's lit up, and you can see him sat there. And then, really interestingly, is the bike gang come past Brad and Janet on here and forward on here. So I'm guessing at some point this must have been flat all the way along. You can see where they would have probably been ready to come on, and then Brad and Janet stood here as they come past and go that way. So then what you presume is Brad and Janet go to the front door. However, the door where riffraff is around that side, just there. So let me tell you a little bit about Oakley Court as well, in picture and voiceover form. Oakley Court is a Victorian mansion built in 1859 for Sir Richard Hall Say, and done in the style of a French château in an attempt to comfort his homesick French wife. In 1874 it passed to Lord Otto Fitzgerald, and then in 1919 to Ernest Olivier. After Olivier died, it stood empty from 1965, becoming a filming location for British horror and cult films. Renovation work began in 1979. By 1981, it became a hotel. What you will see is lots and lots of gargoyles and grotesques. Not just me. And apparently it's suggested that the Rocky Horror team, if you will, brought some of them here, and they are still here from then. Now, I don't know which ones. I don't even know if that is true, because I would have thought some of these would have been here a lot longer. But yeah, there's a coat of arms there, I'll show you that. Okay. See where at the back. Oh, some interesting gargoyles here. Look at that one there. Look at that. Oh. Hello. Wow.
Hello. Your phone we might use? You're wet.
Yes, it's raining.
Yes.
Right, so the entranceway, this is where Brad and Janet arrive. She's still got the newspaper on her head. Knock on the door, and eventually Riffraff answers. Hello. You're wet.
Good evening.
May we use your phone? It's
No.
raining.
You're wet.
Not in that order. You're wet.
All in that
It's
order.
raining. And this is quite amazing. I'm not sure if it's the original door, because I think the original door had glass in it. But I do think what are those?
Griffins.
Griffins. Thank you.
That's all I can say.
I think the griffins are from the film. Let's have a closer inspection. Right, so now I've actually seen the entrance. No, these are the doors, I'm pretty sure. Maybe the glass is different, but these are the doors he comes through. And look up there, stained glass. That must be the original. Gotta be. Okay, let's see what locations we can find inside the hotel. Right. So the good thing is we have somebody here who's made lots of TV and film shows and also understands fully the magic of film, that things don't always seem what we think. So what are we thinking about this room here?
So when they burst through into the room where they do the time warp,
Yeah.
with these doors,
Yeah.
into this room,
Yeah.
and then with a wider lens, this looks bigger. That's the fireplace.
That's the fireplace we can see.
Yeah, I think so.
So they'd come through there. This might have been open then, mightn't
Yeah.
it? More open.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. And then fireplace, because we can see the fireplace in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then they push through those doors there. Sorry, I'm so excited. I can't speak. However, what we do know is that beyond there now is not what is in the film.
No, and there's also people having a...
Yes, we may upset a lot of people if we push through there. Because we think it was filmed at the Bray Studios next door.
It was, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, we have looked around the rooms and there is no room really big enough for where they do the Rocky Horror dance. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the fireplace.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling.
Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
So they've plunged us into darkness a little bit, but yeah, now we've got a screenshot of the fireplace. And what is the giveaway?
These details here,
Yeah,
which you can see them
you
behind
can,
us
yeah.
in the actual shot.
And Richard stood here and then literally, yeah, grabs them through the door there.
This evening I'm expecting
So where do we have? Are we okay? Yeah? Oh right, okay, so we've just come up that way. Oh wow, look at the ceiling. One of the major things that is no longer here, perhaps makes sense in 2025 in a modern luxury hotel, is the big metal lift, and that's gone. But we are in the top floor of where the lift would have come up, so it's not too obvious unfortunately, but where these squares are here, right below us is where the lift entrance was, and it would have come up through this floor here. Perhaps this carpet is covering a multitude of sins, I don't know, but it would have come up through here to here, so this is where the lift was originally. Come up to the lab.
see what's on the slab
I see you shaking with.
and to see.
Patient.
So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. But maybe the rain is really to blame. So I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom.
Okay, brain must have stopped. Sorry about that. Let's just go back to where the top of the lift was, because there's a very obvious scene that happens there. And this is why it looks very different. So if I stand just here, it will make sense. Let me show you. So you see the top of the lift here in this area, and you see Janet running on there and Frank N Furter chasing after her, and they run round basically what is still here. You can see on the floor going around. So he goes on there, chases her on here, and then they run up the stairs and he captures her at the top here. Yeah, it's more obvious now. I've looked at the picture, definitely. So how does it feel being in Frank N Furter's mansion?
Rather strange.
It's really, really weird. It's a very strange feeling. Yeah. So just on here is, I suppose it's the Wall of Fame for what has been filmed here at Oakley Court. I'm going to show you every single picture, see which ones you've seen. So I have the Pure Hell of St. Trinians. Yeah, there we go, Brides of Dracula. Wow. I'm guessing that is probably the court there. Nightmare, I don't know that one. The Old Dark House. Wow. That's from the 30s. That would be interesting to see that, because, yeah, I wonder what this place looked like in the 30s. Avengers. Film we may have heard of. Another Dracula. Christopher Lee version. Rocky again. St. Trinians again. A more modern one here. It's okay. Phantom Thread, Daniel Day-Lewis as a tailor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that was here. Theory of Everything. Wow. That is about Stephen Hawking, thank you. Because Frankenstein, Thomas Steele, and sorry, you're okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, yeah. And Murder, She Said. So it's Agatha Christie, right. Interesting, that's quite a wide range. That's like from the 30s to almost modern day. So yeah, it's been used a lot. Okay, so we're a little bit out of sequence, so notice we're wearing different things today. We've come back to film the bits we couldn't film last night, and this room is where the lift was. So the lift would have been going through the floor there. Now I've obviously seen the top already, or you might not have yet. But yeah, so the lift was in here. It's nice now, it's the bar, dining room area. I'll show you what it looks like. Chessboard. Oh, many chessboards. Okay. Yeah, in fact, there's literally nobody here yet. Records. Was they? Lovely room. Another lovely person. All right. So this room, it's not easy to match up exactly what's where, but this is where they have their what's the doctor called? What's the professor?
Dr. Scott.
Dr. Scott, thank you. So Dr. Scott has come looking for Eddie, played by Meatloaf, and they all sit at a long table, and we think it is in here, but it's trying to figure out exactly which way round. So Dr. Scott is sat at one end and Frank N Furter is sat at the other. Now, behind Dr. Scott are four kind of stained glass images, so potentially, we know a lot of the stained glass is gone. He could have been sat here, Yeah, it's a bit tricky to figure it out, really. Not sure. So, yeah, not easy to figure it out, but what are we going for? What's our...
So the table's this way.
Yep.
Because you see the fireplace in
Yep.
the shop. But then they've covered these windows
Yep.
to make the scene darker, and what looks like stained glass is just ornaments.
Mm. Fabulous. They were all in here. As was hidden under the table. A dead Eddie. Okay, so it's getting dark. We're heading down to have a look at the entrance. Because we have just asked about the entrance. Probably not this one, and probably doesn't exist anymore either. But it was across the road. Is that right?
To the left.
Just a jump to the left?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see if there's anything looks familiar. Okay, so this is the entrance to Oakley Court, and this is where Brad and Janet walk through to get to the castle. And again, it's looking at evidence of what is here today, and I'll show you what I think is pretty good proof of this being the right location for that entrance. Not sure, we were just told it was in a different place, but I'm pretty sure it is this. So again, not easy to tell in this light perhaps, but if you look at this, and then the pattern that goes down to here, this is the same pattern that's on the fence in the film, and there's a sign on here, enter at your own risk. I'm going to go and enter
At your own risk.
at my own risk, because I like entering things at my own risk. We found a friend.
Always.
Wow.
Hello, little baby. You smell kitty cat?
I bet.
Yeah. You're gorgeous.
So we've acquired a friend. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Here we go.
Creature of the night. Oh, looks good down there. Oh, somebody's on my leg.
It's not me.
What?
It's not me.
Disappointing. So there's lots of lights in the Frankenstein place, yet not one in the right window. Oh, right. I'm ready for Rocky Horror Castle.
Matt,
What?
you can't come in here dressed like that.
What? You're joking?
No, it's not
Mean
very...
not everybody here is dressed like Rocky Horror?
Literally nobody.
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 Sure?
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, buddy.
What?
Slowly making it work.
Okay, there we go. How exciting was that? Those two creatures of the night outside Frank N Furter's mansion, the Rocky Horror Castle. Oakley Court as well, officially. But yeah, the staff inside were great, gave us lots of information as well. We filmed this over 2 days, so if we're wearing something different in the middle of all that, it is a busy hotel and we don't want to disturb people, so we filmed it in 2 days. But I think we found some pretty cool locations in there of what's left.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, I'll go on record, this is one of the most exciting places I've come to on this channel in our 5 years of everywhere we've done. It's up there in my top 10 definitely, just like the film is itself. So yeah, thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you very soon for the next video. Take care, bye for now.